Now let's take a look at a quick example of actually configuring a share. This is very similar that it's always been in Windows operating systems. Just a couple of little nuances are different here in Windows Server 2012. So notice here I am on the desktop of my Windows Server 2012 machine, and I'm just going to jump out there to my documents. And actually, before I do that, let's open the Server Manager down here. And I want you to see that I have some roles loaded here, and it'll take a few minutes for it to enumerate them and to see them here. Notice it sees 4, there's 5, and if I scroll on down, I have the File and Storage Services role installed here. Now, let me go back to here. I'm going to open my Documents folder, and I have some folders here, and I want to share the Architecturals folder. Well, notice if I right-click, I can see Share With, and I can choose specific people, and I can do some things, but that's not what I really want to use here. To see the NTFS sharing and the NTFS permissions and then the network sharing, you really need to right-click and go to Properties. And you're going to notice you have a Sharing tab, and notice this says right here, Network File and Folder Sharing. Then you have a Security tab that is your NTFS permissions. So let's start with the network sharing. Notice I can click on Share and go the easy way here, and I can say I'll share this with everyone and add it. And then I can give them read, write, or I can remove it, and so I'll remove it back off. Or I can go to Advanced Sharing, and notice I can click to share this folder. It's Architecturals. I can put comments on here. Notice I can limit the number of simultaneous users, 16,777 by default. Then I can set permissions right here. Now notice everyone has permissions right now, but I'm going to go out here and do an add and click Advanced and Find Now, and I'll come down here and I've got a user Bob J, and I'll add Bob, and notice on his permissions, notice everyone has read. I'm going to give Bob change permissions as well. So I'll apply that and say OK, and so that means that across the network, Bob is able to change this file. Now under Security, my NTFS permissions, notice I can go out here and edit, and I can add Bob in here. And normally we'd want to do these on groups, but I just want to show you the functionality here. So now here's Bob, and if I was to set Bob just to read, then Bob would only have read access to these folders because the NTFS permissions are more restrictive than the share folder permissions. So this is why most administrators will opt on the network shares. They'll just go ahead and set all of those for everyone to read. And a lot of people will do everyone full control and then go back and tighten them down on their NTFS permissions. However you'd like to do that, but make sure you understand the difference, and that's how to get out there and configure those shares.